Miss Pickles Gaming. Yeah, it's a big deal.
Oh, Struth! And that's when the bloody root jumped right out of the back of the ute. Fair dinkum, near gave me a heart attack. Oh, crikey, didn't realise we were rolling. G'day, you bloody legends. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're taking a squiz at something brand spanking new from the shadow of the Erdtree DLC, the Falx. Now I know what you're thinking. Falx? Sounds like some kind of fancy bird, right? Nah mate, not this time. This is a curved blade, and it's sharper than a witchetty grub's backside. Now, this bute's a dexterity weapon, so all you speedy blokes and Sheilas out there, listen up. Scales beautifully with dex. Got some strength scaling too. But let's be honest, we're here for the zoomies, aren't we? And this thing, it's got 'em. Fast as a roo on a trampoline. Plus it builds up bleed like nobody's business. You'll be slicing and dicing and making your enemies bleed out faster than a politician's promises. You get this bad boy by smacking down some bloke called Haunsant. Sounds a bit grumpy, doesn't he? Probably because he's about to get his horns well and truly sawed off. And the weapon skill? Revenge's Blade. Sounds a bit dramatic, doesn't it? But trust me, it's deadly. A dash attack with a follow-up heavy. Crikey, that's gotta hurt. Now it's a unique weapon, which means no fancy ashes of war. But don't you worry your little Vegemite smeared heads about that. This thing's already a ripper. Just remember, low hyper armor. So, if you're gonna go toe-to-toe with a big old boss, maybe chuck on some poise, or you'll be getting interrupted more than a tradie on Smoko. So, there you have it, the Falx. Fast, bleed-inducing, and perfect for any self-respecting dexterity build. Now let's get out there and give some Tarnished a taste of Aussie steel. Come on then, you drongos, let's go.
Hey, Mark here with Miss Pickles Gaming. How'd you like my intro? I love my Australian guy for intros, but let's talk about this weapon here, the Falx. As you can see, it can take on just about anyone. Like it was said in the beginning, there's virtually no hyper armor with this, so you better carry the Dragon Crest Great Shield or put on some armor that can really take some punishment, or just be fast and get in and get out. On your lighter enemies, such as the bloody invader here, it's really, you don't need anything. So this is going to be more of a weapon showcase video. I'm not going to show you where to get it. It involves the Hornset quest line. You have to meet a few other people along the way, and you have to beat a lot of bosses to get to this area, which is the Colosseum right before you fight the Consort Radahn. I'm sorry. So it is definitely an in-game weapon. And being that it's at the end of the second game, we have the base game Elden Ring and then Shadow of the Erdtree, the DLC. You have to get through both games to get this weapon. So an in-game weapon. But the Revenger's Ash of War is phenomenal. Takes a little while to figure out the distance. You don't want to be too far back. You don't want to be too close. So once you kind of figure out where you need to be, you go in with the Ash of War, and as soon as it is done, you follow up with the heavy attack and just keep pumping that for as long as it'll go. And the buildup on the bleed and the damage caused is just unbelievable. And we'll dash in here, and it's over. Now, with me, when I first got this weapon, I was so focused on, I got to go to Radahn, got to go to Radahn. I got to get through this Colosseum, beat all the bosses that are coming at me, and beat these guys, go get Radahn. Well, you beat the bosses, and there are a few treasures and trinkets to pick up, and I quickly ran over, and it's like, okay, an armor set. Cool. Boom. Done. Not even looking at it. I pick up this weapon. It's just like, okay, great, weapon. All right, done. So I don't even research what it is. I go on up, a few tries later, beat Radahn. So decided to start a new run through, and when I hit the Geel Lake North area, I decided to pull out some of the Shadow of the Erdtree weapons, this being one of them. And I didn't realize that it was a charged and a heavy attack, a combo. So I would go in, and it would stop right at the enemy, and I get my ass kicked. And it's like, this weapon is really a piece of crap. Why would anyone want this? So I tucked it away and decided, that weapon's not for me. So I was playing, I called in a summons, or maybe I was being summoned in. I forget which one. But the other player was carrying the Falx. And I noticed what he was doing. I'm going, holy crap, why can't I do that? So immediately after, I go to my little training area, and I start kind of playing around with it, and I accidentally, you're trying different combos, and all of a sudden it clicked. And I said, my God, this thing is awesome. So, of course, I quickly started figuring out how to do it, the distance, as you can see here. And being that I am primarily a bleed build or blood loss guy, this weapon was tailor-made for me. I mean, I run 99 arcane, so even though this is a dexterity weapon, it is just phenomenal for me. So, as you can see in the video, back up and just recharge. It is a slicing machine. I don't know what I can say to convince you if you're not convinced already. So I was really curious about the Godskin. How would it hold up against him? Being that he can be a little weird as far as what weapons work on him and which ones don't. So this is along the way to Fia's Hallowbrand in the Carrion Study Manor, I believe. So he'll appear out here. There we go. Well, we already got him down a little bit, so that's good. If he's going to roll, we'll just tuck ourselves up here for a minute. Let him get it out of his system. That's what I was waiting on. Get that black flame out of the way. Really posed no problems to the weapon. The moveset is made for this guy. As you can see, I know that some of my demos are against just the NPCs that roam the lands, but all in all, oh, this was the funny part about this video. I kept this in. You're going, why am I watching him run away? Well, I was running the blood-sucking crack tier, which takes away your HP, and I forgot about it. And if you go back and look, my HP was steadily going down, and I wasn't paying attention. So if you're running the blood-sucking cracked here, make sure you pay attention to it. Replenish your HP when you're done fighting. I forgot I left that in there. I thought it was funny. Alright, so now we got one of these molten lava dragons. Enemies that allow you to get underneath them, and it's kind of a safe spot. It is tailor-made for this thing. So, as you can see, this is... Okay, here we are against a golem. All we got to do is keep away from being stomped on. Must not have had him targeted. Well, one hit away and I'm getting my ass kicked. Like I said earlier, learn your distance with this weapon. If you're too far away, it just makes you look silly. All that to get one hit in, huh? I remember making the video going, my God, all I need is one hit. Come on. Okay, so we're getting toward the end of the video. I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Oh, come on! Where do you think you're going? Yeah, you. Don't give me that I'm just browsing look. You watched the video, didn't you? And let's be honest, you bloody loved it. Admit it. So, what's the go then? You just gonna swan off without a second thought? Nah, mate. You're not getting away that easy. Come on, have a bit of decency. You were raised better than that, weren't you? Click that subscribe button. It's right there. Big and juicy. It doesn't cost you a brass razoo. What's the harm? Are you worried your fingers are gonna fall off? Pull your head in. Seriously, why wouldn't you subscribe? Are you allergic to good content? Do you have a phobia of clicking buttons? Come off it. Don't be a drongo. Just click the bloody button. Do it now. Before I unleash the drop bears. Yeah, drop bears. So, what's it gonna be? Subscribe or face the wrath of the drop bears? The choice is yours. Ungrateful. Probably watches those cat videos.